Hello, and welcome to my November bullet journal. If you're new here, hello, my name is Hannah. If not, welcome back. For this month, I did kind of a baking, Thanksgiving, vintage tartan feel, mostly just sticking to autumn colors. But before we get into it, here's a little weekly inspiration for you if you're having a rough day. Here's a puppy whose day isn't better without a puppy. His name is Scout. I'm dog sitting him right now and thought I'd include him in our little video. For this month, I always think of Thanksgiving, of course, but I also think of baking. November is always when I try new recipes, and I'm baking much more often than I am during the rest of the year, aside from Christmas. And so I thought it'd be kind of neat to do a baking, cooking theme for November to also coincide with Thanksgiving. This month is much more simplistic than my usual spreads. The title page, of course, is watercolor like I usually do, but the other pages I try to do something really simple and minimalistic with just a few watercolor accents. And I tried using some more Tombow pens and more kind of markers because I wanted to do something that maybe some people who don't do watercolors could do easily. So I was scrolling through Pinterest the other day and saw all these neat pies, and I really wanted to do a lattice pie. Although I do love pumpkin pie, my favorite pie is definitely apple, so I thought I would do that for November. And here I'm just doing the lattice work, doing lots of shading to make the pie look 3D rather than 2D on the paper. In my previous bullet journal video, I did end up posting the Renaissance video from my trip this year, and I was wondering if there's any videos that you guys would be looking forward to me creating. I did not include the weekly spread in this video due to time, and then I'm also not sure what I want to do yet. So if you're wanting to see something or you want to give me some ideas and I can do them for you, please comment down below. I'd love to hear them. I've been thinking about doing kind of a vintage spread and then maybe another tartan spread and maybe a Friends like episode inspired spread. I've seen those around and I think that would be a lot of fun to do. And of course, I love the Charlie Brown, as you've seen in my previous video, and I might do a Charlie Brown Thanksgiving spread. If that sounds like something you'd really like to see, just comment down below and let me know, and I'll definitely do it. I'd also like to know if you guys like the longer videos, the 12 to 15 minute, or if you guys would rather to see just an overview of what I've done and just like a 5-minute video and not see the time lapse. Sorry if I'm asking a lot of questions, but I'm just trying to see and gauge what you guys like to watch on YouTube and what you like to watch on my channel. So here at the top of the page, I'm just creating a little pattern that's actually based off the sweater that I'm wearing. I really love sweater knits, and this is a vintage one I have. So I'm just kind of replicating the pattern a little bit, and the colors somewhat. I really wanted to do more oranges, so that's what the pattern is inspired by. I just wanted something a little bit more simple, but still has kind of that vintage, cozy autumn feel. And so I'm using Tombow brush pens and then watercolor as well. This page is just going to be my goals page and kind of like my bucket list for the month. Just writing down things that I want to be doing, things that I need to get done, and kind of things that I would like to do but maybe might not end up doing, so it's just a little bit of a checklist. Habit tracking and my activity page, I really wanted to dive into the baking theme, and so I like to write down the days that I cook and clean and wash my hair just so I can kind of remember when I need to do it again. Sometimes I forget those like menial tasks. And when I was doing the left side of the page, I was starting to do the right side of the page, and I realized I could have it as dough that was being rolled out. And so I just have like little splotches of dough that have, as you can see, a little bit of grid marks, and that's just going to have like a miniature calendar on it, and I can color in that little square of when I finished that day. So if I wash my hair on the 2nd, then I can just color in the little square of the 2nd. For my exercise, I decided I wanted to do recipe cards, and so I kind of did an index card with a gingham pattern at the bottom, which you'll see later. And on these days, I just record what exercise I do, for how long I do it, and what calories I burn, and this just really keeps me accountable. Before my previous bullet journal video, I don't really have another type of habit tracker because I do have a Fitbit and the Fitbit app, and that always keeps track of my sleep and my water and my food intake. And so this one is just kind of for my tasks, and then also to plan my exercises for the week. So if you're needing to do something different, you could always do like a mixing bowl, like a really big mixing bowl, and write out the things that you need to be doing, or jars. That's a neat idea as well. Orange kitchen theme is actually based off of my grandma's kitchen. She's completely redone it and done it as an orange theme, which is really fitting for Thanksgiving since she is the Thanksgiving queen. That woman makes a massive pot of gravy from scratch every year for all of us. And it's the part that all of us look forward to, spending time at her house with my grandpa and her. And so that's another reason why I wanted to do a baking theme. And this year I've really been getting into baking. And if that's something you guys would be interested in seeing on my channel, like baking or cooking, I do a lot of vegan and gluten-free and dairy-free baking because I have family members with food allergies. And so I've been really trying to figure out how to do classic family recipes that we've had for eons and make them in a way that will taste the same but be allergy friendly. So if you guys would like to see like a cooking video or something on my channel, let me know. It's just something that I like to do. I also do a lot of like vintage recipes because a lot of the recipes I'm doing is my great grandma's. So for this next page, I'm using a quote I have from an old calendar, and I like it, but I don't like how it says "steal the spotlight." It doesn't seem very Thanksgiving to me. November is a month where I really do take thanks to the heart. I always try to do things that makes me appreciate and be like gracious for the things that I already have, and try to spend more time with family and things, since I know a lot of my family members will be home around this time of the year. And so that's one of the reasons that I kind of like mark it out, and that's how I got the idea for the tartan. I had done a similar tartan page in one of my October weekly spreads and kind of translated it over here. Now this little piece of paper I had was originally from a calendar, as I said, and I wanted to use it, and I originally was going to just glue it down and then write the things I was thankful for around it, but then I realized that this kind of like decorative page would be kind of fun. So here I'm just kind of making up a tartan pattern. I know it's not perfect. I just tried to kind of make it look colorful and festive, and I really love knitted items and wool items during the cold weather, and so I kind of just wanted to imitate that onto my pages, sticking with more of a minimal theme but still a very colorful theme. This page, I just repeated the theme off camera from the second page and stamped give thanks. This is just going to be the page that I write down the things that I'm thankful for each day. So this is the overview of all the pages at the end, kind of close-ups that you guys can look at, but I also will have screenshots at the very end of the video, so you can screenshot them as well if you're wanting to replicate these pages. So these are the goals I decided on, though I'll definitely be adding more as the month goes on. I will be recording and uploading the December video in the middle of November, similar how I did this one, so you guys have plenty of time to look at them ahead of time before you do your journals. I was told I need to remind people to like, comment, and subscribe. Do that if you wish, but thanks anyways for watching. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate all the love that you guys give on my channel. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and see you next time.